Okay, so I'm going to do a couple examples from section 3.3. This is talking about percentiles, deciles, and quartiles. And what we have here, and there's a copy of this on Canvas, is we have a list of body temperatures of healthy adults. First thing you want to do is make sure they're in order. Now, these are in order going up and down. So like this is lowest, and you go down. This is the 10th one, the 20th one. So they're going in order up and down. Now, in the homework, make sure they're in order, and they could be going in order across. So just pay attention to that before you start the homework. Okay, for this one, they give us a temperature and they ask what the percentile is of it. So this is the formula we're going to use. So the way we find a percentile of a number is we count how many values are less than that value, divide by the total number of values. Here we have 106 temperatures altogether. And then we multiply it by 100. Okay, so let's do this first example. So what is the percentile of 98.6 degrees? So let's find 98.6 degrees on here. Here is the first one right here, okay? So what I want to do is count how many of these temperatures are less than 98.6 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to count all of these up until right here. There's 10 in each column, so here's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 69. Oops, I did that wrong. It should be 68. So let me do it again. Okay, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be 68. Okay, so that's the numerator. So 68 divided by the total. Altogether is 106 temperatures here together. And then I'm going to multiply it by 100. So if you plug that in your calculator, what have you, you end up with 64.15. Okay, for percentiles, you want to round that to the nearest whole number, so that'll be the 64th percentile. Okay, so this corresponds to the 64th percentile. Okay, at this point, usually what I tell my classes to do is to pause this, and then go ahead and try this next one on your own. And then when you're ready, come back on. Okay, so let's go ahead and work through this one. So we want to find the percentile of 97.6. So I'm going to count how many of the temperatures are less than 97.6. So it starts right here. Here's the very first one. Okay, the numerator are how many are less than 97.6. And there are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 17 of them. So that's my numerator. I divide by how many values I have altogether on here, and altogether is 106 temperatures. And then I multiply it by 100. And if you go ahead and plug in your calculator, it is 16.03717. So this would correspond to the 16th percentile, because again, you want to round this to the nearest whole number. Okay, so this is like homework problems roughly 26 and 27 from chapter 3. Again, this is section 3.3.